All right, what's good, y'all? Welcome to 2025. We are very excited for another amazing year in footy, football, calcio, fuchibol, whatever you want to call it, soccer. Doesn't matter to me. But yeah, one thing that's been going around social media right now is for whatever industry, creative thing that you're into, within culture, what are your ins for 2025 and what are your outs? So what are things that you want to see within the year? Yeah. And then what are things you want out that have been there previously? I know you've got a list and I'll let you highlight a couple of those.
Yeah. No, the first thing that I thought of was Cinderella stories.
Okay.
Definitely in for 2025.
Okay.
We got Atalanta, which continuing their Cinderella story from last season.
Yep.
After winning the Europa League. They're top 3 in Serie A right now.
Mm-hmm.
They are doing amazingly well. I think they're top 5, top 6 in UCL right now.
Yep.
Some people are projecting them as their dark horse to make a deep run into the Champions League final. We got the EPL, Nottingham Forest, second place.
Bro, what a
6
story.
wins in a row.
Straight, man.
We just have like a lot of opportunities in different leagues. I mean, not necessarily La Liga. It's looking like the top 3 teams.
It's a good title race, though, at least.
Yeah,
no one's running away with it, which is good.
Atletico Madrid, you can argue if they were to win it this season, would be a bit of a Cinderella story in terms of like
even just the betting odds of that happening. That's pretty
the odds
big.
of it happening.
Yeah.
A lot of transfers coming in this season. Nobody expecting this to really be their year.
Yep.
Serie A, we got I already said Atalanta, but also like Fiorentina.
Yep.
Up there in the top 5, 6. Napoli, who had a crash out season a bit.
They're going
season,
crazy now with
doing
Conte.
well.
Yep.
So it's like I think it's gonna be the year of the underdogs, the year of the Cinderella stories.
Yep.
And I'm excited for that to see.
Fire.
Even the Club World Cup happening this summer, I'm sure there's going to be some teams.
I think the winner is not going to be City, Madrid, Paris.
Exactly.
Because especially if they don't bring their full squad.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Al Ahly from Egypt, one of the teams coming from South America, like Boca Juniors and River Plate, I think are there. I think someone like that's going to win it. Because I just don't expect the European. They don't have time to send their best players, bro. There's no way. Yeah. So I think that's
might be cooked.
I think that's a good Cinderella shout.
It might be cooked. Another in for 2025, I would say, is sponsorless kits.
Chelsea, bro, that shit clean. You see the design more, it's nice.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. And I feel like I've been waiting to see them like when they're gonna fill in the sponsor.
I just don't know if they are.
And it just hasn't happened. But it looks good. And like I feel like there's a couple of like classic football jerseys that didn't have sponsors over the years. I feel like Inter had one at one point. And folks seem to like it. So and it's low-key a flex because it's like they probably could have got a sponsor.
Yeah.
Like, they could have gotten somebody but like they're like,
yeah.
Like, we don't need the bread.
Yeah, right.
We're rich.
Clearly, they got all the money in the world, bro. Like,
we're good.
Yeah.
What about you? Do you have any ins?
Yeah, some ins. One I have is the eye test. I want to bring the eye test back to football.
Yeah.
Because stats, which I do think inform a lot of opinions and like a lot of legitimate things within sports, it's gone a little too far where we're only going off of how many goals, how many assists, and now they're kind of using this expected goal thing, which I think is like, that's a very coulda, woulda, shoulda type of stat.
Yeah.
But like, what is just the eye test of some of these players? What is just the eye test of when this winger has the ball, what is he able to do to impact the game? Whether it's dragging his defenders, and Vinny's a great example of this. How often is he just beating his defenders? Is he able to cut inside and make a difference? Can he cross it from all angles? Can he make a difference from the inside? Is he switch? Like just the eye test of on the ball, what is the footballing ability of this player?
Yeah.
Midfielders, the little things that they're able to do constantly under pressure when they're getting pressed to never seem like they're being rushed. Because there's no stat on that.
Yeah.
There's no stat on not making a mistake. You know what I mean? Other than pass completed percentage.
Yeah.
And then sometimes we got the key passes versus through, but I'm like, just use that eye test as something, and my other in is also just like enjoying football. I feel like there's so much hater energy.
Yeah.
And I guess the out is the over comparison of things. Like just enjoy football, bro.
Yeah.
Give you an example. Today, Lamine Yamal scored against Bilbao in the Super Cup. He's got a little bit of a Neymar trim. He's a winger. You know what I'm saying? He did like the Neymar Selly. Now they're already doing the comparison. It's like, bro, they don't even play that similarly at all. What Neymar was as a dribbling wizard is nothing like Lamine Yamal as this super calming presence on the right wing, who's more of an assist guy than a pure goal scorer, but just scored, and obviously still can dribble past people. Like, they're very different players. Yeah, the hair, like, just enjoy it, bro.
Yeah.
Don't compare it, and don't put so much pressure on some of these young players too. Yeah. Like, bro, Lamine at the end of the day is still a 17-year-old teenager.
A child.
This level of pressure is not necessary. Yeah. So my ends, or a couple of my ends at least, eye test and enjoy football, which I think go together too. Because if you just enjoy or just like something based off of statistics, that's not the true enjoyment of the entertainment that is the sport.
That's a
fact. Know what I'm saying? So,
and going off that last end of just enjoying the game, I think another of my ends for 2025 is the diversification of players and talent in the football world going to different countries.
Oh yeah, I think we saw a lot of that in 2024.
Exactly.
Depay's a good example.
Yeah, and I need that to be all the way in. So obviously we saw Depay going to Corinthians.
Yep.
Over the last couple of years, we had Ronaldo going to Saudi. We had all these players going to Saudi. We got Messi coming to MLS.
Yeah.
We got Marco Reus coming to LAFC.
Yep.
There's rumors of now a lot of other players, I won't name them, who might be coming to MLS this upcoming season. And so, just like just talented players choosing to not only stay in England and Spain and Italy and actually taking their talents to other countries, so that we can see just more diversification of the sport and like give fans the opportunity to tap into different cultures from all over the world that aren't just those, those top 3, top 4 that we're used to seeing.
I agree.
Yeah. And now we have a lot of other players like in the Prem who are kind of crashing out. We got Marcus Rashford. We got Grealish. We have players who are like seem like they're on their way out.
Yeah.
And it's like now's the opportunity for them to maybe go to a Turkey, maybe go to a Portugal, maybe go to a league where like we wouldn't expect them to be, but this might be the opportunity for them to revive their career.
Yeah, 100%. And I mean, that goes off of enjoying football before the players aspect.
Yeah.
The English media is one of the toughest, craziest, especially as a black British player who had expectations as a young guy. So Rashford, bro, it's probably time to revive your career. I think Italy, we'll talk about transfers, but they're saying maybe Italy, maybe this side of the world. You never know, but I think he got to get out of there.
Yeah.
He got to enjoy his football. Go ahead.
No, I agree. And I mean, if we want to move on to outs, if we're still going on the trend of...
I have a positive out.
All right, you can
One of my outs, no more nostalgia obsession in football, bro.
What?
No more. No, obsession. Not liking, not supporting. The obsession.
You need to...
Because part of enjoying football now is, guys, the talent right now is incredible.
Yeah.
We have Vinny. We have Lamine.
That's true.
We have Mbappe. We have... just these amazing stories in all these leagues. We have Atalanta near the top of Serie A, the Nottingham Forest story, which actually is a nostalgia revival. Because if y'all don't know, they had one of the craziest stories in the 60s where they went from the championship to the Prem, won in their first year, and then won the Champions League twice. One of the craziest stories ever. They had one of the craziest accomplishments ever in the 60s.
Damn.
So look, enjoy now, because maybe it's a revival of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We have so much. We have amazing young talent. We have amazing just national teams coming back. Like, there's just so much to enjoy about football right now.
Yeah.
Even some of the new kits are fire. And we're always talking about the collar and, I remember when, and I know you are, in like the 90s and the early 2000s, back when and it's like, I get it, bro. I'm 28, almost 28. So I'm starting to get to the age of like nostalgia can have some sort of vibe.
Yeah.
So now the 06, when I first got into footy, it's like, okay, I remember like when Ronaldo first came to Madrid and I'm seeing those stats and it's like, but there's so much amazing right now.
Yeah.
We got to enjoy what we have in front of us. So I'm not saying forget about the past. I think nostalgia is a beautiful thing and can make you enjoy now even more if you use it the right way, because it's like, wow, this is going to be the times I look back at.
Yep.
But using it to hate on the current times with everything, and now we're calling every athlete soft and it's like at one point, it's a little too much. And then when they do the whole thing with all the athletes are divas, they make too much money. And it starts getting into that thing and like, it gets a little, you know what I'm saying? So let's enjoy football and let's relax with some of the nostalgia obsession, which we even do in music too, which kind of gets annoying. So
yeah, no, that's a fact. Nostalgia can be a great tool to like just show your appreciation for things.
Yeah.
But it can also just, like you said, distract you from the beautiful things that
that's what I'm saying.
Right in front of you. So I agree. One of my outs for 2025 is racism in football.
Every year.
We've had enough.
The biggest out.
We've had more than enough.
Yeah.
The fans making monkey noises.
Crazy.
DMing players after games, calling them all sorts of racial slurs.
Yeah.
attacking fans. I mean, fans attacking players
It happened.
after matches.
It wasn't a racist one, but still,
like
it's insane.
We've just had enough.
Yeah,
It's tired. We're tired of complaining about it. We're tired of coming onto the pod and having to talk about it, and then you tell us that we shouldn't be talking about racism.
Yeah,
and keeping race separate from sport. We're tired of it.
Yeah.
So 2025, let's just get rid of it.
Let's get rid of it.
Wouldn't that be beautiful?
Be beautiful, bro. And honestly, another out/in is so in would be respecting players as regular human beings.
Yeah.
Give them the general decency you would hopefully give anybody else.
Yep.
And the out of the abuse towards players and the dehumanizing towards players.
Yeah.
Because the way we talk about it sometimes, like, that's actually like just another dude who obviously is amazing at their skill. He or she are amazing at their skill. And it's in the entertainment world in which we watch it on TV. They fill up a stadium with 60,000 people.
Yeah.
But like once they step off that pitch or even while they're on their pitch, there's still a person at work, a regular individual.
A high intensity, high pressured form of work where everybody's scrutinizing.
And everybody's like just the level of abuse, like, you know, what Brendan Johnson on Spurs was going through earlier in the season, him having to deactivate his social media, whether it's just like abuse of performance, abuse of lifestyle with Marcus Rashford, or abuse racially towards, you know, what Vinny and many others have suffered. Just like in general, just like chill on the players, man.
Yeah.
Let them just play and support them. Obviously, it's fair to have legit criticism, but legit criticism is not abuse. We're talking about the abuse. It oversteps its boundaries sometimes with players or coaches on the streets, how people talk to them. Obviously, the story of the guy in Germany who was attacked for wearing another team's jersey, like the fans have outstepped. I understand that these players can't make the money without the fans, but this great piece of your life doesn't exist without the players. They are the source of it. So let's respect them, bro.
Another out for 2025 is Pep Ball. I think we've had enough of it.
Pep Ball?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Bro, how you ruin Savinho? How you ruin Savinho, bro?
I don't need to say much. I don't need to say much. I think you understand. We're tired of it.
Hey, man, look at Savinho's highlights at Girona versus Man City.
Yeah.
What's going on, bro?
Yeah.
Let him cook.
Yeah, they don't want him
Why
to.
is he now passing back? Let him cook his defenders, bro.
He's going.
Doku should be dragging dude. What's going on, bro?
He's going down the same path as Grealish, and it's scary.
Luckily, he's only 20. He's very young. Maybe he's 21. Very young, so he's got time. But it's like, bro.
Yeah.
And it's not about Savinho. I'm saying it's the system. Yeah. The wingers on City, bro, it's one of the most boring things I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's not
Couple
good.
Steps, drag back, pass inside every time.
It's no bueno.
When they had Sane and Sterling going direct, oof, that's when City was tough.
Scary,
right now. And it's funny because they have the players. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Different time.